So in the previous episodes, the revolution has started. First, they took to the streets in Timisoara. As it happened, the spark was someone who would prove to be a bit crazy. I'm referring to the pastor, Laszlo. What was his name? I forgot. Anyway, we have to be grateful for him. He would have various statements, as far as I can remember, fanatical, nationalistic, bizarre, and often outright improper, foolish. But he was the reason why it started, so we should be grateful. Many speculate that it would have changed anyway. This couldn't be North Korea in the present, in the middle of the European Union. I mean, surrounded by states that, with the exception of Serbia. Well, there's also Moldavia, Moldavia, whatever we want to call it. But let's not speculate on that. And just say that, yes, in Timisoara, I was at the airport. A group of would-be clients stuck there. They didn't come in. Papers at the tourist office, and as I was doing some paperwork, people coming from the Ceausescu rally shout and scream on the streets, and I joined them with Laurențiu. A hero. Yes, thank you for your nice comments and likes, by the way. Yeah. So the next day, out on the town, shooting, but strangely, it's just the soldiers who shoot everything they see and what they don't see, but they just think is out there, enemy, terrorists, as they were told by stupid leadership, criminal agitators, I don't know. So, we're coming to this episode. Things change dramatically for yours truly once he meets with Michael Myers from Newsweek. First of all, we talk a little, and he takes down what I say with some editing. I mean, he's putting it in probably a nicer manner than I said it, but it's there in the Newsweek. The copy, the issue covering the revolution, which I was just put that on the cover. In the middle, in the article talking about what happened, I'm quoted. He says Realina Ionescu instead of Realini, but then it's a minor mistake. And the reason, again, as I said, to be proud and still to consider going to the offices of the Revolutionary Guard and say, look, there's my proof. I've been one of the real heroes. So you just give me the money and the benefits and the name on the monument, whatever the law says for that. Maybe he mentioned that there are journalists at the Intercontinental. Maybe I realized, but somehow I made a move, pushed by him or not, prompted by him or not. Fact is, I found, as a strange coincidence, his competition. I found James Wild from the from the Times, not New York Times, from Time magazine. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I was looking for this guy to see if he does some real serious damage, as he was on top of the roof there. A fabulous man, maybe 70 years old, with a white hair, impressive, intelligent, knowledgeable, prophetic. He said this is going to happen. The FSNA, the Salvation Front, will take part in elections. Pretty much in the middle of the revolution, the fighting, he knew what will happen after, months after, some years after. I don't have a recollection, but maybe he knew what will happen today. He had experience, he'd been through that. He could see through the declarations, the statements, and he was, as I said, a super intelligent man with intuition and a wonderful persona, which was lucky because if I were to meet Mrs. or Miss, I'm not even sure of her status. Maybe she wasn't married because she had an affair with this guy from the London Times later. But if I were to meet Christina Nylander as the first journalist, maybe I wouldn't be so enthusiastic about continuing because she was cold, she was different, she wasn't really very close to yours truly. Maybe because of yours truly. I mean, yours truly is not really liked by everyone. In fact, indeed, one reason he's doing these stupid notes is because he at this point is not liked by anyone. Maybe there's this man from the spa who talks to him, to me that is, once in a while, but otherwise Spa says I'm fucking idiot. Rarely you can find someone worse, I mean, more pathetic, more, I don't know, loathsome and so on. And friends, not really. Okay, so it was James Wilde. We met with a few people. Marianne Montano, new Jesus of the students movement, and the guy who seemed such an interesting leader, such a special man for some time, only to have a downfall and become a symbol of failure, of deviation, of madness, really. Oh my God. And I'm not sure if I think it is with him because he had this interesting creative and mind and open to meet from walks of life, like the artists. He said, let's meet some musicians, and I think it is with him I meet Kotabica. I would travel with him on the train later on to Sofia with the Queen of Beauty, a significant stage in my life, maybe the one that caused some short circuits here and then the failure. Because initially there were so many elements. Indeed, I took part in the revolution. I knew this guy who, Daniel, let's call him that, because I'm not sure he wants to be in this stupid notes. He is one of the richest 5, 10, 20 maybe today. He was among the first 50 or so years ago. I haven't checked anything. Termina! And it's not so relevant in the sense that, okay, first of all, he's very rich. That's what, man, it's the first 7. And second, what is even more important, in his case, it was his merits. It was his skills, his own doing. It wasn't the other rich, very rich, like for instance, one of the richest, the one with a mustache, let's just say that. I mean, who knows, maybe this by some accident becomes known to others, and I don't want to be sued just for a stupid irrelevant note. The guy with the mustache, he's a fucking idiot. He made a lot of money by milking the state, just like others. Many of them by cheating, by termina, doing all kinds of schemes. This guy didn't have a strong back. I know his father. His mother was a teacher, something like that. His father, an engineer, he lived in an apartment at the 7th floor, something near. Oh, mă nervăs așa, near Obor. And I keep saying that. So, and I saw him growing. We'll get to this. But that was in a way a chance for me. This one is the revolution. The fact that I took part, I could use that. I had a good start. But then meeting and becoming the boyfriend of the Queen of Beauty here, Miss Romania. But then after the breakup, instead of experiencing PTG, post-traumatic growth, saying, okay, that was nice, maybe I didn't deserve even this. I mean, who am I to be associated with the best and the brightest? And still being associated with somebody like that, it means I'm worth something, and I have to use this power, the skills I was given, the good genetic code from God family, and build something. Apparently I did not, if you ask someone inside. I am the scum of the earth. Another take on this, to finish this today, because it seems it was an episode about much of what happened in the media business, let's say, as my association with it, but that's for tomorrow. Another look at this is that indeed there's this big thing behind. There's a house, a garden with tall bamboo, 6 meters tall. There's this fucking idiot there, and the nice guy here. And I'm time affluent, if not so much in terms of pesetas. Saludi pesetas. That's a very frequent phrase in Under the Volcano. Malcolm Lowry. I have time to read. There's a sauna in there, by the way. No, it's twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. I mean, it's time to enjoy. Neck plus ultra. There is nothing better than this. Hey! Well, he begs to differ. I have to shoot him and it will be alright.